Hi everyone and welcome. Today I'll be going through a little bit of the event shops, how to best use your coins, how to best value your time, because I feel like a lot of players don't know what is best to purchase, what's best to use their coins on. So here we're going to try to go through the coin shop really quickly, just to say like these are stuff that you should primarily consider. Your main coin spend should be on things like node stones, experience node stones, because this can help boost your 5th job skills or your skill nodes. You want to work on your main class 5th jobs, not worry too much about decents, because you'll level those up over time as you open more. And the other thing to take into consideration are arcane symbols. The reason why you want to do arcane symbols is because this content is usually time gated, and you want to prioritize symbols that will take a long time to cap in the future. So early on, you're probably going to be eyeing latch, but if you get past the 230, 235 zones, you want to start considering more Arsonist Fair, because these will also take quite a bit of time to level up. This event ring exclusive Meister Cube, unless you're working on Meso gear, I don't think it's really worth the investment. Meso pouches, they give you slightly more Meso. You can buy these out, they're not that expensive, but 1k coins is a hefty cost if you don't have anything else better to use it on. E-pots are definitely something that you'd probably want to rate high. Stamps, I feel like I see so many of these personally, but you guys might not see them as frequently. You can consider getting stamps if you need to 3-line gear, but put it as like a last priority. Don't necessarily rush into getting these. I'll skip over flames for now, because flames are based off of where your character progression's at. Master Craftsmen, I would just stay away. They're a waste. The Meister Cubes, however, these act as pseudo red cubes. Now, on certain items, they'll give you miscellaneous potential lines. They'll actually reduce or lower your odds to get the sought out potentials, but they do assist with tier ups here and there. Droplets, again, another item that I would probably consider last priority unless you're really close to getting first arcane weapon. Don't worry about droplets. You'll have ample opportunities to get droplets, whether it be through event shops or through even just buying them straight up from the NPC if you have the meso to spare. Karma, Star Force, and Event Ring. These do not touch with a 10-foot pole. For 17 Star Scroll, you're spending about 3 weeks worth of your coins. That's just under half the event. Event Ring, just over 2 weeks. Not worth it. The meso that you spend, if we were to go back and like start calculating how much a meso is per coin, like if we were to figure out those rates, you'll find out that these are significantly, they're too expensive for what they're worth. It's just too much time, too many coins. You could definitely get 100 symbols and still have coins left over with the amount of coins this costs. Now let's go through the growth tab real quick. These restock on a daily basis and they're tradeable, so if you're planning on training at least 30 minutes or you're planning on doing dailies, these are never a waste of coins. Power elixirs, I wouldn't go out of my way to get. Hyper Teleport Rock 1 day. Now some of you might not want to use your Ursus Meso to purchase Hyper Teleport Rocks for a week. This is another option. It's relatively cheap, 15 coins per day. Now I'm going to pause right here, because there's a tactic that some players are aware of, not everybody's aware of. A lot of the items, specifically I want to say in the enhanced section, they're transferable through storage, and not a lot of people take that into consideration. So if you don't want to buy certain items on your main because you want to focus on other items, like specifically in the growth tab, use your alts to cap coins. You have to be level 101 plus to participate in the events, and you can use those characters to buy stuff that you want to transfer to your main. So keep that in mind when you're playing the game. Pendant slot coupon, not the worst investment. It'll give you a bit of extra damage to work with. Trait boost potion, relatively good. There's only one way, I think, on a monthly basis, which is through your daily gift. There's no harm in buying this if you ever want to like work towards unlocking your pocket slot. Selective slot coupons. These are not restricted to what character to purchase them on, so you can buy them on all the characters. You can buy 4 per character. AP, SP resets, I would never consider them because you can just buy them for meso if you need to. Job advancement coins. If you're playing an explorer, explorers are typically the only classes that can job change. You can buy 1 job change coin per character. Infinite revitalizer if you're working towards getting Meister and you don't want to really wait on your fatigue. This will help restore fatigue points. You don't really care too much about the slot bags. Maybe the 40 slot soul bag is something to consider, but since they added these to general stores, you don't really need to worry too much. Medal of Honor, if you know that there's a 50% off Honor EXP event to roll your inner ability, you can definitely consider these. The Chaos Circs I just would never look at. Legendary Circulator, 4k coins just to get to Legendary. I don't think it's worth it. Too much time invested just to when you can spend some meso. Meso is infinite, but event coins are not. It's kind of how I view it. Now the decoration, typically if you're somebody who's like really heavily invested in cosmetics, then this is probably going to be the tab that you're always going to be eyeing on. The thing that I'd probably prioritize the most is the 40 slot chair bag, just because future KMS patch or in a future update, a lot of the event chairs and whatnot are going to be transferable and tradable, so you don't have to worry about having a full-on stock on your main. But you can carry up to 5 chair bags, so that's 200 slots saved. So that's something that you can consider. I would not look at this tab personally until the very end when I've gotten all the stuff that I wanted to buy from the shop. The Stellaroid plus permanent Lydium Heart, if you don't have an Android, you can consider going for this Android. With the Meso shop, we're going to go through that. You would want to make sure that you get this Fairy Heart. Now, 2 bill is pretty hefty for a lot of new and returning players, but it is deemed best in slot till if they ever give us a 1 droid event. So buy this Fairy Heart, put it on the character that you're going to deem your main. Whether or not you change your character, that's going to be up to you, but just keep in mind that you can only get 1 of these Fairy Hearts from the event shop. If you don't like the Stellaroid, then you have 4 other event androids that you can choose from, which will cost you an additional 300 mil. And I don't really see much value from anything else in this event shop. Don't be thrown off. In reg server, these flames are 1/5 of the price, but obviously because our meso rates in reboot are not inflated but increased in comparison, they're going to seem a little bit more expensive. Personally, I don't think anybody ever buys these flames as it's just not worth it. The last shop we're going to go through real quick. You can get up to 400 harmony coins per week. You can get flames, droplets, and black circs. Typically, if you're clearing all endgame content, you'll be able to buy everything out, no problem. But yes, if you like what you heard or saw, you want to see me do some more coin shop reviews in the future, they're probably going to be pretty much the same, but sometimes they might introduce some new items that you might want to keep an eye out for. Feel free to comment below, subscribe, and make sure you come check out my stream. Come hang out. Let's vibe. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and thank you for watching.